I know many of you are planning on graduating soon. I know I am. And this final semester has been a tough one. I mean, I've really had to work really hard and I've had to focus, and just giving up and not trying is not something that any graduating senior should do. I am going to give you some advice on how to get through your last semester of college in one piece. First of all, there's the Wellness Center. The Wellness Center is a great place to relieve your stresses. I know for me, I like to go running, either on the outdoor track or the indoor track, or in the trails behind AUM. I'm not at AUM, I don't know why I'm pointing backwards. And also, just running anywhere on campus helps me. The hiking trails are another great way to relieve your stress. I personally like to run them, like a few times, but they're technically called the walking trails or the biking trails. They're one or the other, but I run them. But they're a lot of fun. I would just advise you to watch for snakes, because I ran with my fiance once back there and he almost stepped on a snake. They have some great fitness classes. There's a schedule online that you can access. So put the books away for a little while and go, work your body out and work out the kinks, clear your head. That's what I do when I'm stressed most of the time. Or I dive into a giant thing of cookie dough, but that's another matter. There's the Taylor Center, which there are various things that you can use in the Taylor Center. Like on the first floor, they have a nice computer lab. So if your computer messes up, or if you don't want to use your own ink money, ink cartridges are expensive, and as a college student, I understand that, and hopefully everyone else understands that we don't have a ton of money. So, the fact that they give us some money to print with and play with is really easy. And did you know, fun fact, you can fill up, if you run out of print money, you can fill it back up again with $50 more. I didn't know that until last semester, and I've been here for my entire college career. Next, on the second floor of the Taylor Center, there is a cafeteria where you can eat and buy your food. It's overpriced and it's not that good, but you have food and you can eat. And then right down the hallway, there is a coffee shop. The coffee shop is the best place, but I just like my coffee black, plain. I wouldn't advise anyone to get anything special, because they're not exactly, on par with the real Starbucks, but they're better than nothing. So, if you're a coffee fan, we have coffee. If you go up to the next floor of the Taylor Center, there is a counseling center up there and a career development center. I personally have never been to the career development center, but I hear that it's a great place to get ideas on where to work. Also, there is the counseling center, where I have gone multiple times because I've gotten really stressed out, and they've helped me in a pinch, and they'll talk to you and you can talk about your feelings, and there's no judgment. They'll help you, and no one has to know what you talked about. It's just you and the counselor, and your tuition pays for it, so you might as well take advantage of it. Next is the library. That's that big tall building on campus. I know some people that are seniors and they've never even been to the library, and I don't understand that, but anyways, the library is a great place to study. I know when I'm trying to get away from everyone, I like to go up to the second floor in the quiet study area where nobody's at and hide and study. But there are 10 floors total, so I don't know if you can study in all 10 floors, but you can study in most of the floors, I think. But the library is very useful. They also have tea and coffee machines on the first floor if you want it to be cheaper than the coffee shop in the Taylor Center. There's also the Confucius Institute next door, which is pretty cool. I don't know a ton about the Confucius Institute, but it looks really neat over there. So if you want to just check it out and break away from your studies, that's another thing I would suggest doing, to break away and explore new things that you haven't explored as a senior. And finally, there's the quad, where you see a ton of people just hanging out. I don't really hang out on the quad that much because it's hot in Alabama, but when it's cold, sometimes I like to sit on the benches and read or cry, whichever one comes first. And basically, this is where all the students go to their classes too. You all know that because you're seniors. But, take a book out there or a picnic and just eat by yourself or with some friends. So here's my tips. Don't get stressed out. And if you do, which I know you will because that's inevitable, find healthy ways to take care of your stresses. Number 2, try running off your stresses and talk. Talk to people. Talk to everyone about your issues. Do not let it build up inside. Number 3, procrastination. That is like one thing that I've really struggled with this semester is procrastinating. Procrastinating is a big deal, and I feel like it's so much easier to do when you're about to graduate because you're like, I'm almost done, no big deal, but it'll sneak up on you, so be careful. I've had to pull some all-nighters because of my procrastination. And I'm sure all of you have, especially if you're seniors, but to make it as easy as possible, do that. My next tip would be, don't take your hard classes your last semester of college. I'm taking one of my hardest classes this semester, and it's been terrible. So please, plan out your schedule. So those of you that aren't in your last semester of college, please think about that. Think about your future self, because you will be very happy that you did that. Let things happen the way they're supposed to happen, and don't overworry yourself. But good luck with all of your things, and I hope all of you have a great future.